For over 2 decades, the name Oldsmobile Cutlass 442 has lived in silence, whispered by gearheads, remembered by fathers, and idolized by sons who never got to hear it roar. And now, in 2026, that silence is shattered. The legend is back, louder, meaner, reborn from American steel and soul. This isn't just another car launch, this is a resurrection. A moment for every true enthusiast who ever said, they don't make cars like they used to. But here's the question. Is this rebirth a glorious return of raw muscle? Or just another corporate nostalgia act, trying to cash in on memories? Buckle up, because what you're about to see might just change how you look at American performance forever. Setup, 400-500 words, 3 to 4 minutes. The Oldsmobile 442 was never just a car. It was a symbol, a perfect storm of attitude, sound, and street dominance. Born in the golden era of the late 60s, it stood shoulder to shoulder with icons like the Chevelle SS, the GTO, and the Charger. But the 442 had something different, a subtle sophistication beneath its raw aggression. When Oldsmobile was shut down in 2004, it felt like a chapter of American car culture had closed forever. The 442 became a legend of memory, seen in dusty posters, garage restorations, and the stories of those who lived through its era. Then came the whispers. GM was bringing Oldsmobile back, not as a gimmick, but as a statement. And when the first teaser dropped, just the sound of that engine starting, the internet exploded. That low guttural growl wasn't nostalgia, it was a promise. The 2026 Cutlass 442 is built on GM's new Heritage Performance platform, combining retro muscle architecture with modern dynamics. Everything about it, from the long, confident stance to the squared-off taillights, screams defiance in a world of electric silence. It's not apologizing for being loud. It's not hiding its roots. This car exists for one reason: to remind America what power feels like. And today, we're not just reviewing it. We're experiencing the return of a soul that refuses to die. Rising action, 800, 1,000 words, 5 to 7 minutes. Let's start with what you see, because before you even touch the ignition, the 442 makes a statement. That wide front grille with the Reborn Oldsmobile insignia gleams like it's daring you to challenge it. Those hood scoops? Not just for show, they're functional, feeding air directly into a 6.4-liter naturally aspirated big block V8. Yes, you heard that right. Big block. In 2026, it pumps out a brutal 505 horsepower and 490 lb-ft of torque, delivered to the rear wheels with either an 8-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. GM claims 0-60 in 3.6 seconds, but numbers don't tell the story here. The sound does. When you start it, it doesn't hum, it growls. A sound so raw, it feels like Detroit itself just took a breath. On the outside, it's a balance of old and new, 1970s heritage lines fused with sharp, modern aerodynamics. LED lights flow around the body, carbon fiber accents add definition, and the side profile. It's muscle poetry in motion. Step inside, and the nostalgia hits even harder. The seats? Retro-inspired bucket design wrapped in soft Napa leather with contrast stitching that spells 4042 under the headrest. The dash combines analog beauty and digital precision, a dual cluster display that nods to the classics but feels straight out of the future. Touch points? Metallic, cold, real. No cheap plastics here, but this isn't just a showpiece, and it's engineered for the drive of your life. Adaptive suspension, limited slip differential, and real-time torque vectoring make it more than just a straight-line beast. You can throw it into corners and feel it plant. Confident, grippy, alive. On the road, it's intoxicating. Every gear shift is a heartbeat. Every rev feels personal. You're not just driving. You're commanding history. And the crazy part, it's refined. Cruising in comfort mode, the engine purrs quietly, like a lion saving its roar for the right moment. The ride is smooth, the cabin insulated, the infotainment system loaded with every modern convenience. Then, switch to track mode. The exhaust valves open. The steering stiffens. You floor it, and suddenly, it's 1970 again, but faster, sharper, louder. The Cutlass 442 doesn't just move. It awakens something in you, And if that doesn't make you smile, you probably weren't meant for a car like this. Climax, 500 words, and 3 minutes. We took it to the proving grounds, long straightaways, sharp corners, the kind of place where legends are tested. The result? The 442 doesn't just perform, it commands respect. To 60 in under 4 seconds, sure, but it's the way it does it. The launch pins you back, the exhaust cracks through the air, and you feel like you're flying through American history. Every shift a reminder of what cars used to be before they went silent. But the surprise isn't the speed, it's the soul. This car has character. It talks to you through vibrations, feedback, emotion. It's not perfect. It's not sterile. It's alive. And here's where it hits hardest. As you drive, you realize this isn't just about horsepower or torque. It's about pride. About an era reborn in a time that needs it most. Because in 2026, when everything is electric, automated, and quiet, the Oldsmobile Cutlass 442 dares to shout. When you shut off the engine, the ticking of the cooling block feels like the heartbeat of a legend. Steady, proud, unbreakable. Resolution and impact, 500, 600 words, 3 to 4 minutes. After all the tests, one truth stands tall. The 2026 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442 isn't chasing nostalgia. It's redefining it. The pros are obvious. Breathtaking design, monstrous power, an authentic soul, and the kind of road presence that commands attention anywhere it goes. The cons? Sure, it's loud, thirsty, and unapologetically impractical. But that's the point. Not every car needs to be perfect. Some are meant to be passionate. At an estimated starting price of $59,995, it's not for everyone, and it's not trying to be. This is a car for the dreamers, the drivers, the believers, the ones who still turn their heads when they hear a V8 fire up in the distance. And if you're one of them, this car was built for you. In an age where performance is measured in silence, the 442 speaks in thunder. It's proof that emotion still matters, that cars can still move your heart before they move your body. So here's the takeaway. The 442 isn't just the return of a name, it's the revival of an entire feeling. A feeling that every car lover has missed, and if this story stirred even a little spark of that emotion inside you, if you felt that heartbeat, that grin, that whisper that says, God, I miss cars like this, then do one thing right now and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Because this isn't just about reviews, it's about reviving the spirit of American muscle, one car at a time. Drop your thoughts below. Would you choose the new Cutlass 442 over a Mustang or Camaro? Do you believe Oldsmobile deserves a second life? Let's talk. Because your voice, your passion, and your love for cars are what keep legends alive. And as long as people like you are watching, Oldsmobile will never fade again.